Hello guys, how are you? It's Alero's kitchen once again. Kitchen where I cook all sorts of food. Uh, I'm a Shekiri stroke Cameroonian girl who likes cooking all sorts of food. So right now, this evening, around me is playing in the background and it's going down with the sort of food I'm making. I'm making Shekiri yam pepper soup, which is called Epuru. Urubos will call it Ukodo, but Shekiris will call it Epuru. So it's basically yam, which I've then cut. Yam, you want to cut the yam really quite chunky. The yam has to be quite chunky so that when it starts to disintegrate in the water, it doesn't become yam porridge. So that's yam gone in the pot there. I'm going to put my plantain later, my unripe plantain. I'm going to put it later. So that's it in there, yam in the water in the pot. Uh, and then you put your dry pepper. You want to put your dry pepper in there, which is gone in. That's gone in. I've already pre-cooked my meat. So because I'm using meat, you can use dry fish, but I'm using all sorts of meat. I'm using shaki. I'm using goat meat. I'm using pomo. And at some point, I'm going to add the turkey. I don't want the turkey to be too soft. I don't like my vegetable or things like turkey too soft. Even my cow leg or my pomo. So that's the pepper soup ingredients. It was brought for me from Nigeria. It's the authentic one because a lot of things you buy here abroad is always, being adulterated. So I'm a proper Shekiri girl. I was brought up by my grandmother. God bless her. She's late now. My dad's mom. And she taught me everything I know about Shekiri food. So this is all the Shekiri pepper soup ingredients there. As you can see how authentic it is. So that's going to go in there. That's gone in there. I'm adding crayfish. I'm adding crayfish. And it's towards the tail end. You then put the, account. You understand? You put that, potash. The whole idea is to thicken it up. So when I've been watching a few people cook kodo or yam pepper soup, I see the nonsense they cook. I know people do try, but then at the end of the day, for me, I keep saying it. Even when I cook food that is, not from my tribe, I try to not try. I do make sure that I do my research properly and cook it properly. Because the whole idea is, you're trying to eat a food that you don't know. So why don't you do the research or ask somebody from that tribe how to cook it? So that's it boiling away there. Going to add a bit more water. Going to add a bit more water, and I wish you were here to smell the aroma. And it's really smelling really, really nice. So I'm going to add I don't use, like I always say, for those of you who might then come across my video and know me from Facebook, I don't use salt. And when I do use salt, I use sea salt, because salt is not really good for you when you get to a certain stage. It's not even good for you at all, but when you get to a certain stage, salt is not really it. So this is my jumbo seasoning. Put enough to taste. That's gone in there, and that will be boiling away. And then I'm going to then later on break down my egidije. Shekiris call it egidije. Igbos will call it uja, but the Shekiris call it egidije. I've soaked 2 in water. You see, that's the beauty of cooking food, and you know about it. I've soaked 2 in there. The whole idea is to soften it up because you have to crack it and take out the seed. So, the yam is in the pot, boiling away there. I'll let it boil for like 5 to 10 minutes before I'll add my meat. So in the meantime, just talk you through. Usually this kind of food is eaten during festive or celebrations, festive period or during celebrations, like when you're having a wedding, you're having a family meeting, or during the cold weather, it's a warmer, a winter warmer, or a food ascribed to when the weather is cold, but that's not the only time you cook it. You cook it when there's a party, like I said, or you can even cook it for your family. you know. So that's boiling away there. It's boiling away there. And with this kind of food, you've got to be very careful. You know, you don't want to overwhelm it because then it would knock out the whole thing away. I'm playing Omaomi in the background because she's a Shakiri girl, and it goes down with this, what I'm doing right now. You know, my name is Alero Jabo. Um, for those of you who, this is my second video on YouTube, so please make sure you like and subscribe, to my YouTube channel. Leave your comments below. I'm open to criticism. It's Epuru Shakiri Shakiri dish, that is, made with yam and ripe plantain. Or if you don't want to unripe plantain, if you don't want to add plantain, it's optional. But for me, it's my food, and I like to do it and do it the right way. And when you're putting the plantain, make sure it's unripe plantain. And I want to do the plantain towards the very, when I say towards the end, not end, but then again, that's when I want the yam to come in. As you can see there, the yam's boiling away, it's boiling away there, So I want to add my, I'm taking out the seed now because I soak the egidije, I've used hot water, so that's it there. I'm taking the seed out, as you can see. I'm taking out the seed in there because if you leave the seed in there, it makes it bitter. Some people use the seed, but for we Shakiris, I think, and the robos, because there's no Shakiri that is not related to robo. We take out the seed. Do you understand? And that there it goes in the pot. I'm going to use two. I'm using two. So that's why I feel like using. So yeah, the yam's boiling away there. It's boiling away there. Going to start adding my meat. There's still a bit. I've pre-boiled the meat already, but I'm going to start adding it now. The shaki is going in there. The goat meat is going in there. Like I said, you can use dry fish. Dry fish, anything dry you could use. But I want to use shaki, pomo, goat meat, and towards the tail end, like I said, I'm going to add my turkey. Just for extra. So that's boiling away there. Boiling away there. So, taste for pepper, taste for salt. Well, I don't use salt, so it's up to you what you want to use in your own cooking. Cover it again because it's still got a long way to go. The whole idea, like when you're boiling yam for asaro, that's yam porridge. Yam porridge, it's kind of like similar, but the difference is you don't put tomatoes, you don't put onions, you don't add tomatoes, you don't add onions, you don't add garlic, you don't add, all you do is just all those native, local ingredients. That's what you add, dry pepper, everything like mainly like herbal. So that's what you add in there, so yeah, because I wish you could be here to then perceive the aroma. It's really, it's filling up the air already. And like I said, I'm playing Omaomi in the background. It goes with the occasion. So that's what's going down. That's what's going down right now. That's what's going down right now. It's Alero's Kitchen, Janet World Plus, where, I bring across to you a lot of different dishes from around the world. So even though I'm a Nigerian girl and half Cameroonian, I don't just restrict myself to only Nigerian food. So I'm going to be bringing out along your way a lot of different dishes. So this is my second video, so you got to pardon me, if I make a few mistakes or a few hiccups, but leave your comment below, subscribe to my channel and thumbs up, um, yes. So look at that. Look at that. Ukodo life. It's Epuru. Shekibis call it Epuru, but Robos call it Ukodo. So people always think that this food is synonymous with the Robos. No, it's synonymous to the Delta people. Both Ijos, Robo, and Shekiri. So it's not just an honorable dish. It's synonymous to the Delta people. You know, and then, like I said, I'm going to add my at some point when the yam starts to soften off, I'm going to add my Oumumu. Shekiris call it Oumumu. Oum is potash. Yorubas will call it account. I'm going to add that. But we Shekiris will call it Oumumu. It's potash. That's it there. This kind of food you don't want to eat all the time because of the things that you have to add in there. Like the potash. You don't want to add it all the time. You don't want to be eating that all the time because it's quite not something you want to be using all the time. Basically, potash is not something you want to put in your system all the time. So anyway, as you can see, that's sizzling away there. The aroma already. I don't want to say smell, the aroma. My God. You cook this for your family when it's cold, whether you're abroad, whether you're in Nigeria, oh my God, that cold. And then it's synonymous to, it's good for, not synonymous, it's good for when a woman has just had a baby, all the herbs in there helps. When someone is not feeling well either, and they don't have appetite to want to eat, that too, it helps, because of all the natural herbs and all the ingredients in there. They're all quite natural, and they're medicinal. So they help, look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So I'm going to add my my plantain now, so that will all fuse together. My, oh my. So at this stage now, I'm going to put my account. That's it there. It's going down. I've added my account in there. The whole idea of adding the account is to thicken it up, thicken it up, No oil whilst you're cooking. But once you finish cooking, some people prefer to eat it just like that. Some people add red oil to it, but it's only when you finish cooking that you could make your decision if you want to eat it, on its own, or you want to eat it with the red oil, added in there. But in the meantime, it's still in the cooking process. I've added my account, so the whole idea, like I said, of the account is to thicken the sauce, up. If you start looking at it, you see it started to thicken up. So you don't want to add too much, start to thicken up. So that's what's going on in there, in the pot. At this time, you don't really want to cover up too much, So anyway, yeah, just to let you know, whenever I do my cooking, I talk about God at the same time too. I think, a lot of people have, they don't really talk about God anymore, but I always seize the opportunity, to talk about God. Like when I used to do my Facebook live, I seize the opportunity to talk about God. I'm on Facebook as well. I'm not on Twitter because I don't really want to have too many social media. I'm on Instagram. So, but in the meantime, follow me on Facebook, Alero Dabo. On Facebook, I've got a Facebook account as well for my cooking, Jared World Plus. World of Catering and Entertainment. But in the meantime, I've just started my YouTube channel. This is the second video. Yes, as I was saying about God, I love God so much, and I'll urge you guys to you've got nothing to lose when you, giving to God, that I'm cooking does not mean I can't talk about God, yeah, because I feel God is the ultimate, he's the ultimate. You can't do anything without him, in my opinion. I've been there, done it, won the t-shirt. So anyway, yes, my people, as you can see, ha 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 ha. And I don't see the cooking, ha. The thing is sizzling away. No be small thing, no. My Delta people, no be small thing, oh. So na the siam, you know, na the siam so, na the siam ukojo, I've seen a lot of videos where towards the end people don't put the Owumumu or the account, but I have, because that's how I was taught by my grandmother, and it's not rocket science. It doesn't take too long. If you look properly, you see it's starting to taking up. It's starting to taking up because of the account. You don't want to apply too much account, like I said, applying too much account, it's not really good for your health. But the whole idea is, the account makes it thicken up, like I said, makes it thicken up and makes it different from your ordinary yam. There's pepper soup separate with yam boiled separate, but this one is Epuru, and it's called Epuru and Okodo for a reason, so it's not see, as you can see, I'm adding a bit more, and if you look at it, it's bubbling away, and it's starting to thicken up, as you can see, yeah, because of the potash, the account, the account, Omumu Shekiris call it. Look at that fusion. Can you see? Can you see that? Ask me how you can go wrong with all that fusion. God bless my grandmother, my late grandmother. Oh, I'm playing Tiwa Savage now in the background. I'm a Christian, but I do listen to good music as long as it's not rubbish music. I'm not here to judge anyone. But then again, a lot of things have gone out the window with our generation and generations that are coming behind. So me, I will always stand for. I was brought up by an old woman. So I have a lot of old school upbringing. Even though I'm a university graduate, I still have a lot of old school upbringing. I think a lot of us we've lost the plot. We tend to, changes inevitable. I know that. However, there's some changes that will not allow my children to imbibe. We do follow. We do. Oh, this is what's going on now, and then I don't do that. I've always been somebody who, from time immemorial, when I was growing up, I've never followed the crowd. I've always been who I want to be, and that's what makes me unique. That's what makes everybody unique. I'm not knocking anyone down. Anyway, enough of my chitty chatter. Look at that. You see the difference? See how thick it is? That's the whole idea why it's called Epuru or Ukodo. As you can see, you can see the whole difference. It's really different. When you look on YouTube, you see a lot of people cook yam pepper soup, Ukodo, Epuru, the Shekiris call it, and Shekiri. Cook Epuru, and then it's just water and yam. But no, mine is different because this is the way the Shekiris cook it, and this is where the Urobos would cook it, but basically, so that's it there. I'm going to show you the plating of the food, and then you be the judge yourself. So it's nearly ready. Just cover it for like 2-3 minutes, and we'll show you the plating. That's what I always do. I show the plating afterwards, what it looks like. My daughter is really salivating here because she likes my Nigeria food. You think she was born in Nigeria. She's born in England, but don't joke with her food. Yesterday she took Eba to school, Eba and okra. I said, this one has broken. Well, this is not the first time. This is the third time she's taking Eba to school. But yesterday was fufu and okra soup, that she took to school. She wanted it, and every time I try to do it, I'm bringing her up knowing African food, but she took it, it's a next level. by taking the food to school, which I'm proud of her. She's been able to break for me Guinness Book of Record. That's where she should go into. For a child who lives abroad and is not can't be bothered, and you dare not call her by any name other than what she wants, which is her African name, Tamilore. You dare not call her Tammy. She will bite your head down. And when I asked her, why do you want to be called Tammy? She said, because anybody can be Tammy, but with Tamilore, people will be curious to want to know where she's from. She's 8 going on 9 in September, God willing, and she's been learning how to cook food as well, So anyway, enough of my chitty chatty. Gonna show you the plating in a minute. You see, what makes Delta Epuru, not all those nonsense I've been seeing on what makes the authentic one, the real thing, what makes it different, from all the nonsense we see being showcased on YouTube. So anyway, leave your comments below, subscribe to my channel. These are Leroy, your girl, saying thank you for watching. So let me talk you through what you need to to use. So you need one or two uda, the Igbos call it uda, but the Shakiris call it egidije, which is that long spice, and you soak it in water before you start cooking. Get your yam, depends on the quantity or the number of people you're serving or how hungry you are. You can cook it and put it in the fridge anyway. So you take yam, you cut it into big chunk, not small chunk, big chunk. You take one that you slice, one big one, cut it into 2, and then if you like, you get plantain as well. Get your dry pepper, get your grounded crayfish, get your Shekiri spice, Bafilo Omilo and Iwo, you blend them. But if you can get somebody coming from Africa, or if you live in Nigeria or you live in Africa where you can get these things, then use them. But I got someone coming from Nigeria and then they got me the authentic one. Add everything, put the yam inside the pot, add water, add your meat, but I had already pre-cooked my meat to make life easier. Add all that put together and, let the yam start to boil. Boiling, add your pepper, add your crayfish, add your Maggi or salt to taste. You see that, you can see it's not your normal. It's so thick. That's the whole idea. Anyway, so add all that put together, and then later as it's boiling, you take your igidije, which is the uda. You take out the seed. You have to take out the seed. If you don't take out the seed, then you put it in there like that, it becomes bitter and spoils the food. So you add that to it, let it start to boil. As the yam starts to soften, you add your plantain, unripe plantain, you add it in there. If you've got a plantain that is not too ripe and not too unripe, you can add it too, but it's optional. Let it start to boil. As it's boiling, take your potash, your owumumu, Shekiris call it owumumu, Yorubas or generally in Nigeria call it account. You add it in there, which is what makes it thick, as you can see, and then cover it for a little bit, and then job done. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and subscribe, leave your comment below, and then catch you guys on the rebound. This is my second time doing this video, so pardon me if I've made a few mistakes, but I'm really happy you guys have watched. Thank you so much. God bless you. Catch you on the rebound. I'm going to do the plating now so you can see what it looks like. I'm going to show you what it looks like and what this is all about. I can make you sing my name. I'm representing Africa. Oh, yes, so. On second thought, I decided not to put my turkey because I just thought there was no need. So anything you add in here, It's up to you. But I just feel when you're cooking with dry fish, you cook with dry fish. When you're cooking with intestine and all that, then that's fine. Just know what you're doing. You know. So that's the pomo and everything going on. Shaki, everything going down. So that's the plate in there, as you can see. That's the plate in there of the food. That's the plating. That's the plating. You can see. So I'm going to add the red oil. Like I said, it's optional. You don't have to. But I'm adding red oil because that's how, it's best to eat it, in my culture. So that's red oil. Just add a little. And because you got the potassium and all that in there, it'll cuddle up and thicken up, you know. So that's it there. Can you see that loveliness? See that loveliness? It's like eating a kwabi, That's it. So that's it there. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Leave your comments below. Thumbs up and subscribe to Alera's kitchen, Jaded World Plus, World of Catering. Thanks, guys. Bye for now. Catch you on the rebound. Bye.